needs to create a complex
I see the last one.
force.
What the hell? Please tell me you saw me slingshot myself across the map.
Yeah.
That was
I
not
saw you
intentional.
go fucking flying.
I grappled, wall jumped at the
do
last.
double damage and it has a chance to spread? That's fucking stupid.
I fucking grappled with Valkyr's 1 and then fucking wall jumped right as I hit the wall and it just launched me. And I was like, no, I wanted to do the thing.
What a waste! Your scarred vessel. Little by little, madness of the underground.
God damn.
It is my duty.
I stomped his fucking head in, bro. That was fucking funny.
Strike where the foe's armor is weakest.
Nah, fleet-footed. Fast as fucking an angry cat. Let's go.
You can attack later. Now, strike
Angry cat lady.
You have triggered its defensive precepts. Find where it has fled to. The foe has fallen. Stab it.
I didn't get a lad one, damn it.
Skill
Oh, Jesus
has
Christ.
over mere machinery.
Wow.
You
I got the
have
decree
done
that
well.
firing has a chance to increase your next
This struggle goes
bullet,
on for as long as you can stand.
and then I have the twin rockets.
What you're telling me is you have
Angels
no
that
bullets.
roost in the Zeraman are
Exactly.
breaking into the undercroft. Heal the damage.
I run out of bullets immediately.
Yoink. Yeah. 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 I survived.
Oh,
It's okay.
someone has a fucking Gemini skin on.
Oh, are you hearing people talking?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Gemini skin.
I was gonna say, what fucking Gemini skin?
I don't know. That was very weird.
Buddy, I think the schizophrenia is acting up. You might need to take your meds.
I fucking guess, dude.
Because it's Valbon,
Rupture is
Hildren,
closed.
Dante, Valkyr. There is no Gemini for any of those.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that voice came from. Or where that voice came from.
To happen.
My Valkyr's mom.
Oh, it's the fucking dude in the middle. That's what I heard.
The statue.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck is this, Dante?
A breach has been sealed. Excellent
Have you looked at the
work.
Dante?
Talking the colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Where battery? What are you doing over here?
And I was doing my decree stuff.
Oh, choosing.
Dude, my Dracatas shoot for and second.
Uno. Uno más. Excavator's out of power. Yeah, if you would spawn things that drop the batteries, that'd be great.
If only someone was playing fully.
Another void treasure. Extractor in place.
You've just fallen in love with that thick bitch, huh? Hey, James. What do I need to
she's
get?
just
Relics.
nice.
James, buddy. How do you keep forgetting things when we have told you them?
Extractor charge expended.
You need two things. You need your standing to be leveled up with all of the fucking factions, and then you need Aya. The factions... The factions give you relic packs, which allows you to get all of the relics in current rotation. The vaulted relics you need Aya to get from Variza in Maru's Bazaar to be able to get all the vaulted stuff that is currently in the Prime Resurgence. We have Wukong Prime and Equinox Prime in current rotation that literally just got rotated with Nakondi Prime, Lex Prime, Bratton Prime, Zouge Prime, and something else?
Deploying. Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
I'm playing Hildred. Why am I on the ground?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Come on, buddy. Rub the brain cells together. You can do this. Also, James, you're more than welcome to join us. I want Equinox Prime. You're more than welcome to join us. Once we're done here in the circuit, we're going to do Prime farming. Oh, wait. You're at work, aren't you? Whenever Will gets on, we're going to be playing Rivals, so you have until then to get on with us and do that shit. Yep.
That's if Rival servers work.
Established.
Have they not been working?
That's a drop dead.
I think it's less if rival servers work, and it's more if we're gonna have our shit pushed in by a bunch of tryhards. Even still, we could do our weekly missions and dailies and all of that, get the purple stuff, and then fuck off.
Excavator under attack.
Plus, there's the events that are coming back for all the skins, and there's the Venom event, the like 2 Summers events. Actually, 2 Venom events, 2 Summer events.
Oh yeah, I already have them all too, but
I haven't looked at any of them. I don't.
I'm upset because it was like, oh, the 616 vault. Oh my god, all the skins are coming back, and the magic skin,
for the taking.
the snowboard magic skin isn't in that.
Your sword aside and rest.
She'll probably come back during
Yeah,
actual at Christmas time, but
yeah, but still, I started having fun in Rivals again because, like,
those defeats.
I don't know, man. Playing tank is great and all, but lately, I kind of agree with a bunch of people about, like, it feels kind of shit now. I don't know if it's because of the changes or because of the power creep.
I am a tank main, and that only changed when I started playing hero shooters. Because at first I would play tank, and then eventually, like it even happened in Overwatch, I loved playing tank, and then as time went on, they just started nerfing the fuck out of them because they were too strong because, you know, tanks.
Yeah, but
and it is slowly starting to happen to Rivals as well.
I'm having fun with Magic again, and then Rivals is just toxic as shit, so you have all the people who play every other fucking role. Watching Nina, who plays competitive, and she's really fucking good at it, but dude, she had a game where a fucking Spidey caused their entire game to get thrown.
No time to rest.
And this dude wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, he was just abysmal.
So I have 240 bullets in my Gracchus now. Let's see how fast the thing empties.
I was gonna say, does it matter?
So it's 2 seconds now.
Well, at least you now have somewhat of a gun. Hold on, why are you using your Gracchus? You're Hildred!
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
Okay, fair. I enjoy playing frontline, but when I don't feel like I am, I'm playing a tank that. Yeah. Like, personally, my favorite tanks aren't even frontline tanks. They're backline, except for Emma, who's a frontline brawl. And Emma feels okay. Emma feels good. I haven't played her in 8.5 yet because 8.5 dropped today, but playing Rogue, playing Emma, playing anybody, it just doesn't feel good. And then I was kind of sitting there going, Rivals, Rivals is definitely a hero shooter, and then I was like, fuck it, you know what, let's try out Magic. I'm probably going to suck ass on her, but I need DPS games, so let's do it. And then I actually started having fun, learning a character, enjoying myself on DPS, enjoying myself as Magic, and like diving and getting picks.
For a fresh assault. Hold the line.
And I started like playing Rivals again. And honestly, man, like, I'm interested to see how Cyclops is to play against and to play with and all of that stuff, but also we now have 27 fucking DPS roles. Are you serious? And then, I don't know if Chaos is still here, but then the discussion with Chaos and Matt, not even with Matt, because Matt kind of just disappeared after he fucking dropped it, but like, Assassin Jeff. Why didn't they just rework Jeff to be a DPS? One, because that's not how Jeff is. He doesn't like violence. He's a strategist, and he's made to be a healer. Assassin Jeff was just some bullshit you could do because his mobility was crazy, and his damage was decent. We do not need 28 fucking DPS. And we have, what? I think like 10 or 11 tanks.
Like ashes. The enemy has been scattered to the void.
Loki Assassin makes sense.
advise
No.
you not to be content
No.
with merely doing enough.
Uh,
The longer you can keep this Undercroft manifestation active, the greater the gains for the other side.
every single character in Marvel could be argued to be a DPS. Every single one. But for the sake of the game and the balance of it and the health of it, not every character would be a fucking DPS. But they're making a shit ton of DPS. That is not the only role in the game. Why is it the only thing being made? Cyclops would have been a great tank. They could have had another fucking beam tank like Emma, but no. They fucking made him a fucking DPS. Why? Why? They need a fourth role? No, they don't.
It's the most played. It's the most played class in any kind of game like that.
That
Nobody wants to
doesn't...
play tank and nobody wants to play support. It's
Nobody
just
wants to
how
play
it
tank
is.
because there's nothing but
It's just-
DPS!
No, I'm not talking about just hero shooters. I'm talking about anything with a class system like that.
Yes,
there
but
are
this
so
isn't...
many more proportionate DPS than there are to either of the two roles.
Yes, I'm
fucking
aware,
insane.
but it's the issue that, especially in this game, a hero shooter, the reason no one wants to play the other roles is because the other roles don't feel good to play. The healers get fucking shit talked all the time, and if people die, then it's always the healer's fault and never anybody else's because people can't have any fucking accountability for their positioning or anything like that. Tanks always get the shit end of the stick because you have to make sure that your front line is getting pushed, that you're making space, but also that you're watching your back line and healing whenever they get dove, because if they die, you die, and then the DPS dies, and then someone will get flamed, and someone will throw a fit, and then one person will start throwing, and like, if you don't do your job as a tank, the game's gone. DPS is like the most middle of the ground fucking role. You just gotta fucking survive, get some picks, and you don't even have to go positive. You just have to fucking spin the game one way. If they made the other roles or other characters or whatever the fuck you want to say, like if they had made Cyclops a Vanguard, he would be so fucking fun. He's a relatively simple kit. I don't know if they'd be able to change his current kit to be able to be balanced for a tank, but like they could definitely have made his shit a fucking tank. We need more tanks. We don't need more DPS. And with them nerfing the shit out of the tank role, they kind of need something fun.
To me, my X-Men.
Yep.
Life support.
But Cyclops is now a
imminent.
DPS. And 27 motherfuckers. God. And I'm talking to somebody whose majority of my fucking favorite characters are DPS. And I've started out as a DPS main, but I still will fucking flex if I need to. But, it's frustrating, man. But yeah, I know that statistically, in every game, a lot of people like playing DPS more because DPS means that you get the big brain or the big number that makes the brain go burr and all of that. I'm guilty of that
Which
shit
I
too.
find fucking stupid. I love playing tank. I can just say fuck you to like most mechanics and be completely fine.
Well, fuck, what was that one game?
It's so fucking fun.
In a game like, I guess, WoW or Final Fantasy, the tank role is responsible for being a tank, and like it makes sense. There was the game that we played for a hot second. What the fuck is it called?
Are you talking about the early access one that you played fucking tank on?
Trying to find it. Son of a bitch! I'm trying to look something up, you sons of bitches!
You have 60 seconds.
Diablo? No, not Diablo. Diablo isn't even the fucking... Diablo's a looter game.
With life support.
Fellowship. This game.
There it is.
Yeah. Fellowship was a fun, like, playing tank on that was fun. Like, I enjoyed doing that. But then if I was to go on WoW, I don't think I would enjoy playing tank on that. Granted, I also haven't really played WoW too much. I played fucking Rogue on it, and that's about it. I also apparently played during, like, the worst time to play WoW. Oh my god.
Well,
Dude, I am vibrating!
Like, games like WoW and like Final Fantasy, especially when you're doing, like, higher level things, tank is responsible for a lot more than you'd think.
Oh,
because if they need to move the boss, they need to move the boss. If they need to, you know, start shot calling because they are the easiest role to shot call on.
Well, yeah, they're the ones
They
who's
could
taking
shot
the
call.
hit. If they kind of go, hey, I'm getting punched in the mouth. I choose what happens.
To understand the elemental forces you
Oh, it's not even that. Because tanks usually have the least amount of mechanics to actually worry about.
Yeah.
Because they have to be the one taking, like, the autos and just the most damage in general, that a lot of the time they won't get assigned a mechanic unless it's like the entire team is getting assigned a mechanic. So most of the time they will be able to just watch the battle go on and shot call if needed, because they're not doing anything other than hitting their same buttons over and over again and sitting still unless they need to move the boss. So a lot of times they are able to shot call because they're not having to worry about it.
cut the enemy forces down.
Now
They can
that
pay
gets a
attention to
lot
something.
easier.
Hurl them at the crucible.
They can pay attention
That gets
to
a lot
other things.
easier when people don't, or as people go on, they learn mechanics and they can actually just shot call themselves. But just for coordination's sake, it's usually better.
I mean, hell, even
You have the
support
talking stick.
rules, like... I'm not a support player. I know for a fact I'm not, and I'm not going to pretend like I am, but at the same time, I can play it and I can enjoy it, and, like, in all of the games I've ever played, hero shooter and not, Rivals is the most fun I've ever had being a support player. You actually feel like you can survive hits, and it's also kind of feeling like they're taking away the survivability that you can have on healers. And it's just... I'm trying to, like, I've seen something where people are, like, theorizing that Season 11 is going to be, like, a great reset, because apparently that's when Doom, like, somebody data mined, and Doom apparently is getting added then, because, you know, the data mines have been completely accurate.
Understand now.
But, like,
Again.
They're thinking like maybe that will be like the big reset that makes it so that people get a whole bunch of reworks and balances, and the game gets changed, and it'll be like way healthier and da 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 da. But also,
well, here's the thing: those kinds of games kind of live and die as balances. That's just how it is. New characters get added, balances happen, reworks happen, whatever the case may be. That's how those games live and die. Mm-hmm. Now you have things like Overwatch where it's nice at times and it's, you know, dog shit at others, and it's affecting rivals because the honeymoon phase is kind of worn off, and now people are actually like looking at the game with criticism.
Yeah, it has way more flaws than people would like to admit.
So now that people are actually like looking at it and being like, yeah, this game is way more fucking unbalanced than you'd think.
Oh yeah. I will say, like, it started out like I think it did the right thing, being what it is. But now that the honeymoon phase is wore off and like the casuals have moved on to other things, even though we play the game casually as well, the only way it really...
I want to play an MMO, yet not also playing an MMO.
What are you talking about, Jim? But
the long-departed scholar would have been
the only way that the game
how you've wielded his crucible.
stays alive and works well is if they can make it have a good competitive balance and make it more balanced and more healthy, because if you just keep it utterly fucking crazy, it's going to become unfun.
The undercroft, the shadows of armies that do not
Even I can
yet
understand that.
exist.
Like, I play these games casually, and I can get competitive about them, but I don't play competitively. But Rivals has a severe imbalance in a lot of things, and the one thing I do not like is, I think, yeah, we've definitely talked about it, is if they don't have the new shiny toy. Fucking Overwatch did that. I do not like it. I do not want to lose just because someone wants to play their main versus the new fucking hero. And we saw that hardcore with fucking Devil Dino. If you didn't run Dino, you lost the game. And then, you know, they kind of hit him with a solid nerf.
The foe is staggered.
Didn't really take him out back and hit him with a meteor, but at least they fucking blew the kneecaps off a fucking black cat, and she's not going to be a problem anymore, or too much of a problem. She needed humbled fucking hard. Shut up.
Can't even get to finish talking.
Fucking Vor every time just shows up, and it's like, dude, we are not interested. You were there on season 0. We are on season 27. Fuck off. You're not relevant.
The paradox tamed.
So it's my turn on the Jackal.
But support bad players over time have ruined it for me. Yeah, that's another thing with Rivals that I have seen be an issue, and it almost caused a second support strike, but the rest of the players kind of went, nah.
Dude, that is only an issue that I've ever seen on a fucking in hero shooters. That's another thing I've always seen in hero shooter. And
What, strikes?
No. Just, you can't support stupid, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You can't out heal damage.
That's what I was talking
is why
about
you have
with, you can't, like, when you have a DPS who's out of positioning, they'll instead sit there and flame the support for not healing them. And it's like, dude, you're behind a wall in their back line. No one could see you, and you got in a 1v1 with their dive, who was chasing your ass down.
Exactly.
That's not my fault. But they'll sit there and go, GG, no heals. Our supports suck ass. And it's like, no, you just had a bad play. And like, instead of sitting there going, man, I had a bad play, but like I distracted their enemy dive, they just go, man, our supports fucking suck. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
But hero shooters are the only game that I have ever seen a support have to have the mentality of, oh yeah, no, he's just gone. I can't do anything about it. And I understand that's just a hero shooter thing, but it's still fucking funny.
You cannot out-heal stupid. This is not World of Warcraft. You can't just fucking power buff the motherfucker and keep him alive and call him a dumbass later. We done? What's happening?
I apparently figured out I have a quick button to leave,
Judge for yourself.
which is interesting.
The paradox is drawn.
But no, it's every other game. You can just like, oh yeah, the tank is running into every single fucking enemy on the map at the moment. Yeah, he got this.
The ruptures can be closed, but only if you collect.
It's just hero shooters, but no, he's going into a 1v2. He's probably gonna lose that. And it is only hero shooters that you have to have the mentality.
Well, as James was saying, it's one thing when you just have bad DPS and or tanks with bad positioning, but when you have a bad, like, partner support, when the other support is just a fucking moron and you're just like, I don't want to be mean, but what are you doing? And, like, you can't even sit there and be like, hey, man, are you new to the role? Like, would you like pointers? Because they'll sit there and start cussing you out and being mean. It's like, I was trying to be nice and help you because you are dog shit, my guy. You can't even be nice to him. Because hero shooters are like the most toxic fucking game modes ever.
Oh yeah. It's fucking awful. Everyone is so bitter. Everybody does not want to take fucking criticism. Everybody thinks they're God among men. It's
excellent work.
It's fucking awful.
Close the
Yeah,
ruptures as you
fucking
would staunch the
played
wounds
League of
a
Legends
comrade.
for like a long time, being solo queue jungle. And I don't know if you know anything about League or MOBAs like that. Jungle is the one that's responsible for the entire game and the entire map.
The Void Angels are unrelenting.
Don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, no.
My brain cannot
I
do
understand
lanes. I
that.
fucking
Keeping
hate
them at
laning.
bay. Hold fast.
When I would be in my own
But-
fucking games after playing in fucking like plat and diamond lobbies, because Aiden and Alec, I would sit there and be able to run my fucking lobbies and will call out teammates, be like, listen, you're playing too far in your lane. I can only help so much. You get dove again, I'm leaving you to die. And they get dived, and it was because their positioning was bad. And they're like, why aren't you helping me? And I'm like, dude, you are a fucking moron. The only reason that, like, I even fully admit, the only reason I would do well in certain situations is because I would play in really high elo lobbies with my friends because they're really good at the damn game. But I would learn there. I would go back to my lobbies and I would sit there and be like, all right, I have my positioning. I know what I need to do. And then you go in and you're like, hey, you guys don't have the good positioning. Back it up.
Yeah. See, the thing with that is you have to be confident. With things like that, you have to be confident in what you're doing, or you're just gonna throw.
Yeah.
Like, it is either throw confidently, or just throw. And that's the other thing, especially with like certain DPS as well. Like Spider-Man, you have to be fucking confident to go for something, or it's just you can't hesitate halfway through.
Honestly, kind of the same
Or
with
it's
Magic.
just going to end that.
Breach in the wall.
So either you hard commit confidently, or you throw.
Come a gaping wound.
And that's the thing that half the people don't fucking understand is
it is my duty
if you're going to go for something, you cannot fucking hesitate. You have to have the confidence to go for it.
Confidence
Otherwise,
and
you're just gonna get shit on.
Paradox provides the means
yeah,
to
there are
extract
like
them.
in a
You
bunch of
must
games,
protect
hero
the
shooters,
excavators
MOBAs,
and keep them
fucking
powered.
games in general. If you don't have the confidence or the competence, it's gonna fucking wreck you. There are a bunch of heroes, champions, whatever the fuck you want to call them in whatever game. They will solely rely on you being confident playing it or making a crazy ass fucking play that everybody else looks at and goes, that's fucking insane. But it works because that's how the character works.
Exactly.
You can't sit there and
And
pussyfoot around on magic. You have to be able to do the fucking right-click E slash right-click E primary melee and run the shit. Are we at level 900? Oh my god, we are.
Yeah. But like, especially depending on the game and who you're playing, you don't have a fucking choice. Like, you make a plan and you hard commit to that plan. Otherwise, you are going to hesitate, you are going to get rolled, and then that's just going to be it.
Well, then there's also
Now, is the plan smart? Most of the time, no. But you committed to it.
yeah.
You have to commit to it. You have to make that decision and hard commit. If it's a bad decision, that's another issue. That's an issue on your decision making that you need to learn. But
Decision making, situational awareness, game awareness.
exactly. But now, don't get me wrong. Even stupid plans work sometimes. That doesn't mean they're not stupid. It's just it worked.
That's when you get the like bronze player who thinks that they just pulled off a god tier play, and it's like, did it work here? Yep, but you're in a bronze lobby, my guy. That is not gonna work when you try to climb.
I was about to say that it worked because you went on their backline, no one turned around, and then you just the one you're
Ran their
driving
shit.
missed every fucking shot.
Yeah.
But it was a plan. You committed to it, and it got done. However, again, that's a bad plan is a bad plan if it works.
Good on you. Don't do
Who
it again
fucking
because
knows?
it could be a bad idea later on.
I mean, not necessarily. Like, if a whole team decides on a bad
It's
plan,
one of
a bad
those.
plan,
It's one of those things where
This would come down to actually being okay. That got two shot. I think we leave after this. If we make it to after this.
maybe. Oh, we'll make it.
It would come down to... I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. You're becoming more of a professional player. You sit there and you watch your game replays to go, okay, did this work because it was a good play, or did it work because I'm a fucking dumbass with a bunch of luck?
I fucking wasn't paying attention. I don't know about you, but I'm good for damage. I think we can keep going. It's just
The issue is these things are like
excavators
two-shotting stuff, so I think...
yeah, the excavators are getting fucked over.
Extractor in place.
You know what stage you're at? As long as you make it to stage 9, you have the entirety of your fucking Warframe build.
Jesus Christ. Constant supply of batteries.
Has been located.
Dude, I do think we kind of have a moment of Could we do the next level? Possibly, but also we might get our shit rocked because I'm getting all of my overguard stripped by running into a crowd of enemies. And I'm not getting, like, hard hit. I'm just getting, like, grazed by shit, but I'm still taking that much damage. If it wasn't for Valkyr's fucking survivability, I'd probably be dead as I fall into the void.
Survivability, I'm kind of fine on. It's damage. I'm also kind of fine on.
It's everything else is survivability. That's the issue.
Yeah.
If we get something like fucking defense, we're out.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Speaking of.
Nope. 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 That is way too high. Way too high. Lamora, please don't be stupid. Okay.
Which is unfortunate because I'm only on 7.
Bro, we can run this. I don't care. I'm good on my circuit.
Like, think of this in Rivals. Do you know who I am? I am the Juggernaut BTCH.
Everybody wants the Juggernaut to come to Rivals. That is a conversation a lot of people have had, James.
He will eventually, but
You would think so.
It's a matter of
Especially with how
time.
much especially with how much NetEase loves the fucking X-Men.
it's just a matter of time.
Well, like, getting playable villains is, like... Do we... I mean, Magneto's technically a villain, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, Magneto is right there. And depending on how you look at it, he is a villain, technically. Black Cat is technically a villain.
In a bunch of his media, yes, he is a villain, but there are very select fucking things where he's seen as a liberator and like fucking a good guy for the mutants and shit.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not. He's justified, but
Life support is limited.
we're talking about like straight up villains. Black Cat most of the time is a villain.
Yes, but also I would argue like
Frank Castle is technically a villain.
he's an anti-hero. Like, he is the definition of
Yeah.
an anti-hero. Is he a good guy? No. Is he evil? No. Juggernaut, I don't think... Like, Juggernaut fits the whole, like, he's not a good guy, but he's not a bad guy either. Especially if you look into, like, his actual backstory and stuff. So, like, he very well could be...
I'm trying to remember the fucking roster.
We'll be looking at it here in a minute, don't worry. But, like, a lot of people have been sitting here speculating about does NetEase just not want to put villains into the game? Like, is it some kind of clause they have with Marvel or something? Like, what is going on that makes them so that...
I doubt it's that. I think it's...
I want Sabretooth. Dude.
I mean, it may be that.
Oh.
Fucking Sabretooth and Wolverine.
See, here's the thing, though. I think Sabretooth might be too... fucked up. Obviously, they can portray him however they want in the medium. However, Sabretooth, every time he fucking shows up, is such an asshole and a problem. Like, oh my gosh. He does some fucked up shit to Logan.
See, the only other issue is I'm not like too into Marvel that I don't actually know. Like, I know people, I just don't know, like, oh, this guy's a hero, this guy's a villain. I don't know that much, especially
Okay,
if
to give you an idea of Sabretooth in general, you know that picture of Wolverine strapped to a missile?
Yeah, I know he's a villain.
That was because of
Will you
Sabretooth.
lay your sword aside and rest.
But if we're talking about just in general, I can
This Tenno asset
confirm
is
most,
destined to be destroyed by
but
hostile forces. Intervene and change its fate.
People have been wanting
Wanda's
Nightcrawler.
technically a Wanda, depending on the time frame.
If you're talking
Can be classified
MCU,
as villain.
MCU, she's a weird fucking conversation. Marvel Comics, she's more of a hero than anything else.
No time to rest.
She has
Already
lapses in
begins.
psyche, yes.
She has lapses in judgment.
Oh no, not judgment. She just goes crazy every couple of months. I don't even know why I grabbed that one. But I don't know why the MCU just kind of went crazy psycho lady with her, but she has those moments.
I wonder if they don't want to add actual villains because they don't want to have the whole lore of the heroes just absolutely will not work with them at all.
Yeah, that problem, because they do have an actual comic series with it. Like, actual villains might be placeholder or like saved for event bosses,
Like season,
how Kingpin
season
is,
bosses.
like how Kingpin is the boss for this run of Nightmare Mode or whatever the fuck.
Like Dracula, Doom, Kingpin.
Yeah, Doom's the overarching villain, but apparently he's like, again, however fucking trustworthy the fucking data mine is, apparently he's gonna be playable in Season 11, and if he is, fucking awesome, let's see how it runs. But also, how the hell is that gonna fucking work?
Like as I said, there are a few characters that you can consider villains, but like
I think Sabretooth does fall under, he's way too fucking villain to be a playable character to be, cause there's no way in hell Logan says, I'll swallow my pride and work with him. Nope. Dude, strap me to a rocket. Nope. Hi, James.
Blow fiercely.
No. I don't think it's gonna be a thing.
Still, the stout bow stands.
Plus, apparently they have like
A really long list of already pre-chosen heroes that they're going to make and release.
that's the other thing is I think they're just sticking with the heroes is because that's just the easier ones to make, and that's the one that like most people like.
Dude, imagine we get fucking Mystique and it's just fucking Spy from TFT or TF2.
The enemy.
My AX has become a minigun.
Do you still need to go? Like, do you still need to...
It's a fucking puber off.
Alright.
Integration. Alright, that's what I was doing.
If only for
Bunch of
now.
villains up top.
Leave
What
now or later. But leave you must.
No,
for
listen,
the
since I'm here, I'll
is
listen again.
inexhaustible.
Scorpion, Sabretooth obvious.
Buddy, I'm literally
Crucible.
looking at it like I don't
Bizarre
see the thing.
contraptions
Would I have to fucking
left
scroll
behind
in my
from the
chat?
time of Scholar's Landing.
Slightly.
Master their alchemy to understand the elemental
fucking just
forces
copy
you
paste it.
wield. Locate a crucible.
Dr. Octopus, Scorpion, Colossus, Juggernaut.
Nah.
Colossus is awesome.
No. Colossus isn't a fucking enemy, a villain.
He's not a villain, he's a good guy. But I'm just naming tanks.
I don't know if Doc
Your
Ock would
enemies
be
hoard the
a
amphoras the
tank. I think he'd
crucibles
be
need.
more of a strategist.
Retrieve them.
Kind of like how, kind of like how we have Ultron. Let me finish my thought there, bud. Kind of like how we have Ultron, where he's not exactly like purely a healer, but he is a strategist.
Here's a fun one. Sandman.
Sandman can definitely be one, I think.
You do stuff like Root.
I don't know why I threw that there. That was the wrong import.
You got me till 6:30 your time.
Well, that's probably around the time we'll be switching to rivals, so works out for you, don't it? Also, hi, Meister. At some point, every hero is a villain. I don't know if you're going on some fucking moral quandary here, or if you're being a smartass and going, they have done villain runs with everybody, because there is the whole alternate universe shit. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. But again, being fucking smartass that the two of you are. Now both of you sit there and put on the fucking nerd glasses and go, actually. Shut up.
Tell me Spider-Man has ever been a villain.
He has. I can give you 2 instances where it's been both Peter Parker, Kane, Doc Ock, 3 people who have been Spider-Man and been a villain. Well,
Oh, I know. Isn't Spider-Man a menace anytime he's in a comic that isn't his own?
dude, if he's in his own comic, happy-go-lucky. If he's in anyone else's, nightmare, 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 nightmare.
Shows how scary he actually
Even
is.
in the undercroft.
Daredevil's description of Spider-Man, when Spider-Man doesn't know that he can, like, detect him or whatever, describing his entire, like, muscle structure being like steel cables ready to fucking snap. Oh. Fucking terrifying. I'm sorry, Chaos. Hawkeye started as a villain. I'm gonna fucking spread your fucking ass cheeks, Meister, you big fucking nerd.
He's like, why are you rewarding him?
I don't fucking know. Again, the fucking two of you sitting there with the fucking nerd glasses. Actually... This is why you get wedgies and bullied. Fucking nerds. Jesus Christ.
Well, that person who tried bullying me, I slammed their head into a library door.
Nice.
So,
Congratulations. Do you want a fucking cookie? That doesn't take away from the fact that you sit there when I try to make a goddamn statement and go, actually.
I imagine the long-departed scholar would have been impressed with how you've wielded.
Why does this
He's not having
motherfucker...
a
I was
good
gonna
time.
say, he keeps going down.
because it's gonna be my job later in life.
Iron Man has a whole comic run. That's an alternate reality, though. That's not a... That's not 616.
I'm good, by the way, so whenever we end up getting to the assassination, we can
The
leave.
struggle goes on for as long as you can stand.
Yeah, the app that, like, altered people's visual appearance, and if they
The void angels that
wanted to
roost in
keep
the
it, they had to pay
Zarian
$1,000
are breaking
a
into the
day.
undercroft. Repair the
Yeah.
damage to keep them at bay.
That shit was fucking
You'll
wild.
have to be nimble to collect those energy globes, but they are the only means to close the breaches.
The performance will...
He also made the fucking symbiote shit with it. The fucking symbiotic suit.
Did we get the last one? No, we didn't.
No.
Did we?
No, we're on 2 out of 3, dude.
Oh no. What the fuck?
No, Meister, shut the fuck up. Is every reality not an alternate reality to an alternate reality? Shut up. Oh my god.
We are not like, we are not going into fucking multi-universal shit.
I mean, technically Marvel does that all the fucking time, but...
I'm aware.
Technically, there is one Prime.
616.
Prime.
616 is Prime in Marvel.
The tingle of mounting excitement.
Earthing is. Yeah.
616 is
I
Prime
want
because
Angel as
616 is our universe.
Angel will be.
If the Void Angels break through the wall, their master will
Where
be
is this
free.
last decree thing?
Do not allow that
Right,
to happen.
Did we get all of the decrees in the other world?
Staunch the wounds of a comrade.
Because if we
I
didn't, then...
assume so.
A breach has been sealed. Excellent work.
Give me the bull. Nice.
I'm running around here and I'm not fucking finding this shit.
I'm looking underneath. Nothing there. I didn't fall.
Bitch, don't lie, you just fucking voided out.
The Void Angels.
I totally didn't fall and I'm just looking.
You are
Son of a
always
bitch.
keeping them at bay. Hold fast.
I'm kind of starting to think that we just didn't
Have we
grab one
looked
of them
at
from the
some-
other.
Closed. The paradox.
The
I
top
don't
of the thing
believe
right there?
so,
Yeah,
but-
I fucking check there every time we load into this map.